Hey folks, this is Tracy with Scrappy's Rustics. In this video, we are going to make a sandwich style tier tray out of some wood and wood beads. And these are 10-inch round circles. I have two of them. They're from the Hobby Lobby, the wood pile. These are the wooden candle cups. I believe I got those from Joann's. I don't know, what does that say? Park Lane or Park Long? I'm not sure if that's Joann's or Michael's. I think it's Joann's. These are from the wood pile. They're like toy wheels, wood wheels. And this is IOD Transfer Book Floral Anthology, and the colors in this one are just spectacular. This is a 4-page transfer book. It can be found on my website at scrappysrustics.com. And I just love the color palette in this. The minute I bought those round beaded wreath type things, I knew I wanted to make some type of sandwich. I could call it a sandwich. I don't know what else to call it. Sandwich style tier tray, but I just wasn't sure how to execute it. I knew it wasn't something I could do live because, you know, you don't want to use hot glue into something like this because it'll certainly fall apart after a bit and you'll have a big mess. But this was the whole inspiration, is this wood stain in the color Worn Navy. Y'all look at that color. I mean, it is just stunning. And that was really the inspiration to this whole piece. It looks a little dark on the feet, but everywhere else it just looks so nice. I love it. So I wanted my feet to look a little different than others, so I decided to take the wood candlesticks and the wheels from the wood pile and kind of just stack them on one another, so there was a little more meat there. So I put a coat of Pentart Ultra Matte on both sides. I didn't need to do both sides, but I did. Both sides of the 10-inch wood rounds. That way they have a nice layer of medium top coat on there for us. It's recommended that you do put a top coat on when you're using transfers. I don't always do that, but in this case I did because it's kind of cheap wood, so I thought this was best. Plus it's matte, so it didn't take away from any of the look of the Worn Navy. I think this navy blue is just that you can see the wood grains through it. It's just everything. I cut another little flower out over there. I was hoping I could find another flower with some navy in it, but no luck. So you don't want to peel the white backing off your transfer until you're ready to use it. I ended up cutting all of these out to about the shape that I want them to be, so it's easier for me to see as I layer these on this board where I want them and how they're going to look. If you notice there, I didn't use the whole thing. It's perfectly okay to cut them any way you need them to fit your project or whatever you have in your mind, the way you want it to go. You do not have to use the transfers as they are. Cut them up. Be free with them, layer them, like in this part right here, where my left hand is. We're going to layer right over the top of that other flower. It's totally fine. This is my little trick because I have that exactly where I want it. I peel it back and I cut a little bit of the white off and then put my transfer back down so it anchors it down for me and it's in the exact same spot that I need it, exact spot I need it. So when I put my transfers down, I call it a once over. I just go over it once with my stick and then I just work my way back. If you see right there, see that little white dot? I'm showing you. It's why you got to go slow with transfers. This video is sped up. But if you just lay it right back down and give it a good rub, you'll never know it didn't adhere the first time. So that's why it's important to go slow. Looks like I'm going like a crazy person right here, but the video sped up, so you get it. I just wanted you to see how you can layer the stencils, the transfers, how you can cut them so you don't have to use them as one. In some of these, I cut the leaves right off of it. I just wanted the flower part. So sometimes I struggle with this part because I don't know, when do you stop? When do you stop? I tend to be more simple, but I'm trying to get better at that. And, I don't believe more is more in my case, but, you want balance. You definitely want balance. So that's what I was looking for here. And I think these colors go fantastic with the navy. Here I am again, I'm just trying different things. And the closer you cut them to the style that they are, or the shape that they are, sometimes it's a little bit easier to help you decide where you want it to go. The white backing sometimes is a little deterrent, but, just try to trim it down and try to visualize it the best you can and hope for the best when you put it down. So I'm just trying to create balance. It was a little empty up here, and it looked like it just needed a little something else. So that's what we're doing. I'm very indecisive, of course. And there we go. I decided on that one. Right there is where I want it. Again, using my little anchor trick so I don't have to pick it up and replace it. Because, once you pick it up, it never goes back in the place you spent all that time preparing it to go perfectly. So I wasn't sure how I was going to hear this, but I knew that hot glue was not an option for me. So I ended up deciding, look at that. I love the way the navy looks on that wooded bead wreath. So I just took my palette knife, and that is Titebond Quick and Thick. We have that available on the website as well. And I just went around, not too thick where it's going to squirt all out, but thick enough. And then it was kind of drying, so I went around again real quick and I just pressed it down. Now, I will tell you, once I sandwiched all this together, I did put some weight on it and I let it dry overnight. The clip of me doing the feet is completely gone. I don't know where that video is. I don't know if I ever hit record. It's just nowhere to be found. So I'm doing the same exact thing on the opposite side of our top of our sandwich. And when I put the feet on, I used Titebond Quick and Thick. I put weight on it and I let it sit overnight as well. And I did put a full coat of top coat on that. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this inspired you. Check me out on YouTube, Scrappy's Rustics, and Facebook. And thank you so much for watching.